The situation in the Moroccan Sahara remains unresolved, despite some considerable progress. This region, situated in the northwest of Africa, has been the subject of a territorial dispute between Morocco and the Polisario Front for several decades. But the question is, what's the current situation regarding the Moroccan Sahara? Is it still a disputed territory, or is it now under full Moroccan sovereignty? And how did things get to this point? The Moroccan Sahara issue has not been fully resolved yet, but Morocco has made significant progress in recent years. There are 4 points that should be considered. First, diplomatically, Morocco has achieved major successes, especially after the United States recognized its sovereignty over the region in 2020. Since then, more than 30 countries have opened consulates in Laayoune and Dakhla, which are seen as practical forms of recognition of Moroccan control over these areas. You have to understand that establishing a consulate in a place like Dakhla or Laayoune is only possible with the authorization of the local authorities. In this case, the Moroccan ones. For a country to open a consulate in Dakhla or Laayoune, Morocco must agree and grant permission. Otherwise, it's impossible. So, all those countries that have opened consulates there do so with the green light from Morocco, demonstrating, of course, their recognition of Moroccan sovereignty in the region. Second, at the UN, the United Nations still considers the Moroccan Sahara a disputed territory and calls for a negotiated political solution. However, the organization's position is increasingly in line with the reality on the ground. Many countries, including the United States, have stopped supporting the outdated UN plan for a referendum on self-determination in the region. Morocco promotes its autonomy plan as the only realistic and credible solution for the Sahara issue. This plan provides for a new constitutional model for the Sahara with a high degree of autonomy within the Moroccan kingdom. And the plan has been gaining increasing international support, including from the European Union, even though the UN still technically considers the Moroccan Sahara a disputed territory. The organization has acknowledged the growing support for Morocco's autonomy plan. On the ground, Morocco effectively controls around 80% of the territory, including most of the fertile agricultural lands and fishing grounds. Since the 1990s, Morocco has heavily invested in infrastructure and development projects in the region. This includes roads, schools, hospitals, a new city, Laayoune, and the construction of a gigantic dam on the Ziz River, one of the most important in Africa. These investments have greatly improved living conditions for many Sahrawi people and strengthened Moroccan authority in the region. Morocco's firm control over the territory is also demonstrated by the presence of thousands of its security forces, including an elite unit of the Royal Gendarmerie responsible for maintaining order in the area. It's hard to imagine another entity other than Morocco having the capacity and resources to carry out such ambitious projects and maintain security in the region. Backed by Algeria, the Polisario Front continues to demand independence for the Sahara and control over the entire territory. However, its diplomatic influence has weakened significantly in recent years, especially with the growing number of countries that have established diplomatic relations with Morocco, and the lack of support from the international community for its claim to the Sahara. And even within the African Union, the organization no longer enjoys the same level of support as before. While the majority of the Sahrawi people live under Moroccan control and enjoy full citizenship rights. While the issue remains technically unresolved from the UN's perspective, Morocco has been steadily consolidating its sovereignty over the Moroccan Sahara in recent years, both diplomatically and on the ground. The international community is increasingly recognizing the reality of Moroccan control over the region and supporting Morocco's efforts to find a realistic and lasting solution to the conflict. The Polisario Front, backed by Algeria, continues to oppose Morocco's sovereignty over the Sahara and demands independence for the region. However, its influence has waned significantly in recent times. The prospect of a negotiated solution seems increasingly remote with the growing number of countries and international organizations that back Morocco's position. The situation will likely continue to evolve in favor of Morocco as long as it maintains its efforts towards a peaceful resolution of the conflict and continues to develop the Sahara region, improving living conditions for the local population.